Good morning. It is Friday, November 1st, and today is the Solemnity of All Saints. This is Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. I'm Matthew Handley. Coming up, I'll share a sermon from St. Bernard of Clairvaux on this holy day. But first, your local weather and this news. Detroit City Clerk Janice Winfrey says they are expecting 53% voter turnout in the city in this general election. In 2020, the city recorded 51% voter turnout. Winfrey says Detroiters are starting to use their voice. She also said a security plan is in place with the Detroit Police and the U.S. Department of Justice to ensure voters and poll workers are safe on Election Day. A longtime music director at St. Francis Catholic Church in Traverse City has been fired after the pastor learned he had entered into a same-sex so-called marriage. He allegedly had been in that relationship since at least 2020. As of this recording, the Diocese of Gaylord has not publicly commented on the situation. The Catholic Church teaches marriage is between a man and a woman, and recent court cases have affirmed the Church's right to enforce morality clauses in employment agreements. A Michigan company is responsible for loaning Donald Trump a garbage truck during a campaign appearance on Wednesday. Loadmaster manufactures garbage trucks in Norway, Michigan, located on the Upper Peninsula's border with Wisconsin. Trump appeared in the passenger seat of the garbage truck after President Biden called his supporters, quote, garbage, in an online event for Latino voters. Former Governor John Engler is touring polling places as a board member of the Democracy Defense Project. Engler was in Grand Rapids on Wednesday and met with Grand Rapids City Clerk Joel Hondrop and Kent County Clerk Lisa Postumus. They talked about the ways they have secured the voting process, which includes the testing of the voting equipment before any ballot is cast, having challengers present, and hand-counting paper ballots in the event of a recount. Michigan added 27,000 jobs in the last fiscal year, with construction leading growth at 6.6%, the highest in over 2 decades. Governor Gretchen Whitmer credited investments in manufacturing, infrastructure, and small businesses for the gains, as Michigan's workforce participation rate stayed above 62%, the best since 2009. Manufacturing wages rose 5% over the past year, outpacing inflation, signaling steady economic progress in the state. And Detroit's Capuchin Services Center, a nonprofit supporting low-income and homeless residents, is asking for donations of essential items. The center offers free access to food, clothing, and hygiene supplies through a supermarket-style pantry and a shower program. This season, demand is rising, and Capuchin's greatest needs include winter clothing, linens, and towels. Community members can support the center's work by contributing to Local 4's Go For It donation drive on November 13th. You're listening to Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio and the Ave Maria Radio app. Your local weather's next. Now this.
A culture of life is like a bright city on a hill. Just as people in 1890 might have had difficulty imagining today's cities, so it may be today in imagining a culture of life. But it starts with more than imagination. It starts with the moral commitment to offer the highest regard to the gift of God hidden within each human life. Let's become the culture of life.
We will have much cooler temperatures today in the Motor City. We will have cloudy skies and a high around 50. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows around 36. Saturday will be sunny with highs in the mid-50s. On Sunday, we will likely see some showers in the afternoon. Our high will be in the upper 50s. Monday will be rainy as well and warmer with highs in the upper 60s. You're listening to Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. We will have much cooler temperatures today in the Saginaw Valley. We will have cloudy skies and a high around 48. Tonight will be mostly clear with lows around 32. Saturday will be sunny with highs around 55. On Sunday, we will likely see some showers in the afternoon. Our highs will be in the mid-50s. And Monday will be rainy as well and warmer with highs in the upper 60s. You're listening to Michigan Mornings from Ave Maria Radio. Welcome back to Michigan Mornings. I'm Matthew Handley. On this Solemnity of All Saints, I want to share this sermon by St. Bernard of Clairvaux. Why should our praise and glorification, or even the celebration of this feast day, mean anything to the saints? What do they care about earthly honors, when the Heavenly Father honors them by fulfilling the faithful promise of the Son? What does our commendation mean to them? The saints have no need of honor from us, neither does our devotion add the slightest thing to what is theirs. Clearly, if we venerate their memory, it serves us, not them. But I tell you, when I think of them, I feel myself inflamed by a tremendous yearning. Calling the saints to mind inspires, or rather arouses in us above all else, a longing to enjoy their company, so desirable in and of itself. We long to share in the citizenship of heaven, to dwell with the spirits of the blessed, to join the assembly of patriarchs, the ranks of the prophets, the council of the apostles, the great host of martyrs, the noble company of confessors, and the choir of virgins. In short, we long to be united in happiness with all the saints. But our dispositions change. The church of all the first followers of Christ await us, but we do nothing about it. The saints want us to be with them, and we are indifferent. The souls of the just await us, and we ignore them. Come, brothers, let us at length spur ourselves on. We must rise again with Christ. We must seek the world which is above, and set our mind on the things of heaven. Let us long for those who are longing for us, hasten to those who are waiting for us, and ask for those who look for our coming to intercede for us. We should not only want to be with the saints, we should also hope to possess their happiness. While we desire to be in their company, we must also earnestly seek to share in their glory. Do not imagine that there is anything harmful in such an ambition as this. There is no danger in setting our hearts on such glory. Therefore, we should aim at attaining this glory with a wholehearted and prudent desire, that we may rightly hope and strive for such blessedness. We must, above all, seek the prayers of the saints. Thus, what is beyond our own power to obtain will be granted through their intercession. That's a sermon by St. Bernard of Clairvaux on this Solemnity of All Saints. Today is a holy day of obligation for dioceses in the United States, so if you haven't yet attended Mass, I encourage you to do so. I'm Matthew Handley. That's going to do it for this edition of Michigan Mornings on the Solemnity of All Saints. Lord willing, I'll talk to you again next time. And until then, goodbye.